So I had a family member who was an optometrist, and once I got into college, I started shadowing my family optometrist that I would go to in Jacksonville. I kind of fell in love with it from shadowing, and then I eventually got to start working as a technician, and then it just definitely seemed like something that I'd want to do the rest of my life. From my shadowing experiences, I was able to see how broad the field of optometry is, whether you want to do private practice, and even with private practice, every private practice is different, whether it be commercial or through more of a medical side with ophthalmology, OD, MD practices. When I was choosing an optometry school, probably the main thing that I was looking at was how friendly everyone was, and at SCO I definitely felt at home. From the first time I stepped on campus, whether it was security asking me if I needed help, if I knew where I was going when I parked before I even stepped foot in the building. Throughout the whole interview process, everyone was so friendly and inviting, and I never felt intimidated because I knew it was an interview, and I knew that it was important for my process of getting into the school. Everyone was there at SCO to help the students become an eye doctor eventually. The way the program is set up at SCO has definitely helped me feel like I'm going to be prepared for the clinic side once I get to my third and fourth years when I'm starting to see patients, especially the way the labs are set up, how I have 135 other sets of eyes to practice on, and how every eye is different, and I never feel like I'm seeing the same eye every day through lab. There is lots of studying that goes on, but we are able to still find time to see what Memphis has to offer. There's lots of fun things to do, whether it be right after an exam week. A lot of us all like to get together and getting some good food. Memphis has lots of great food to offer. That's probably my favorite part about Memphis, is how all of the restaurants are local. Like, I never feel like I'm always eating at chain restaurants. The local food is great, especially barbecue. I've never really been a barbecue fan until I moved to Memphis. My friends and I like to go to the FedEx Forum. I've gone to a couple Grizzlies games already. I love baseball, so I've been able to go to a bunch of Redbirds games. Another part of Memphis that I like is how many bike trails they have. The Green Line goes all the way to Arkansas, so I've ridden across some bridges over into another state, which was pretty cool, going over the Mississippi River. Memphis is somewhat of a big city, but it definitely has a small town feel, and that's probably one thing I like about it. Traffic's a lot less than back home in Jacksonville. I never feel like I'm parked on the highway going into class. Traffic's never been an issue for me getting to school. And I'm also in a couple state clubs. I'm in the Florida and Georgia State Club. Those are two possible states that I might practice in. So those clubs have been very helpful so far, because they bring in optometrists from those states, and they talk about what it's like to practice in those states. Where at Georgia, I haven't really had an opportunity to work in an optometry setting in Georgia. So being able to see or hear from optometrists from that state talk about it has been pretty insightful. My first year here at SCO has been great. When I received my scholarship, that was basically the deciding factor for me to choose to come to SCO. The scholarship helped me feel like I was definitely wanted by the school, and through the whole application process, SCO made me feel wanted and made me feel like an asset to their school. My favorite part about SCO has been how friendly all the faculty and staff are. They've definitely made me feel at home, like part of the family, and it's definitely made me feel great about my decision coming here, because everyone makes me feel welcome every day that I come onto campus, and I definitely get the feeling that everyone's goal here is to help me become an eye doctor, and that's ultimately what the goal is.